So I've been on YouTube posting long form content for around only 2 months now, and I've noticed some things that have shifted within me and my art that I wanted to share with you guys, because I also recognize that a lot of people with the potential TikTok ban, it's January 18th right now, so we don't even know if it's going to be banned or not, but obviously millions of artists post on there and are probably contemplating currently what their next steps are for promoting their art. And one of the obvious main things people are talking about is YouTube, and I wanted to share why I think there should be more artists on YouTube and how I'm going to use YouTube to become a better artist. I've noticed it has already helped me so much to take a lot more pride in my art and really develop better speaking skills to talk about my art. And I haven't even scratched the surface of that, because again, I'm still in the beginning of my YouTube journey. I've really noticed just the boost in confidence it's given me, and kind of having to release that feeling of caring what other people think. I've always been someone who does not like talking about my art and explaining my art in my past. When someone would ask me, I would just kind of tense up and not know what to say. And I just also felt why do you need an explanation? Just look at the art. I was just so against kind of sharing my voice. If you're someone who's trying to boost their confidence in talking about their art and showing your art, you feel like you have something that you want to say about it, I feel like YouTube is a really great way to practice that. You know, even if you don't want to be a full-on YouTuber, just still posting videos, it's just fun. I don't know. And again, I will keep saying this, I literally have made 6 videos and they're not even I don't know. I just want to make so many different types of videos, but already just thinking about the future and thinking about all the ideas I have, it's just been really nice. Back in the beginning stages of posting my art, I was just honestly hating it. I hated to make the short form content. I was so mad and so bitter, because I was why do I have to advertise myself? Why do I have to advertise my art? But I just genuinely don't see it that way anymore. It's just something we've never had before, where we can just have our own talk show and have our own art gallery. If you think about it, each channel is an art gallery, and I feel you have to see it that way. This channel is my art gallery. It's centered into my art and me, and I think that's a really good way to look at it. Another reason why I think more artists should be on YouTube is I think there needs to be more art influencers, creative influencers, people who are tapped into certain ways of thinking and mindsets and ways of expressing themselves. I really want there to be more art influencers out there who, and I'm not saying there's not, okay? This is not to say there's not, but I think there needs to be more. I'm bad at making conclusions or making factual statements, because there's so much nuance to everything. So take everything I say with the biggest grain of salt. But right now, I'm someone who is not the biggest fan of art galleries and doing the more traditional going to art collectors and again, because my art I'm not making I'm making very personal paintings, and that's where I feel for me and a lot of young artists, Gen Z artists, where we're kind of being very, very expressive, the traditional art collector may not want art. Oh god, no. I don't know what I'm saying. Just for me, for my type of art, being on social media and promoting it through social media is the best option for me, I feel, to connect to my core audience and who I believe will relate to my art. Okay? So, this is actually really cool. You can access people from all over the world through the internet and through YouTube. That is really cool. And I feel once we kind of accept just this new landscape of the internet, and once we kind of put our feelings of hatred for promoting ourselves aside, and we try to instead find our own ways to promote ourselves and to show up authentically online, I think that it can just be really beneficial for, one, your confidence, for two, having your art be more accessible to your core audience. 3, getting more opportunities. Like, I mean, think about, like, again, you think about traditional influencers, like, they get so many opportunities. Like, imagine if you did that but with your art, like, in whatever way you feel best, like that, you could have so many opportunities, you know, and I think that's really cool. 4, I feel like I've been able to connect to myself and appreciate myself a lot with making videos. Like, it's like, oh wow, I'm actually pretty cool, and actually, like, and just like kind of getting over the cringe. That's something too. Like, if you're gonna be on YouTube, you gotta be cringy. You have to stop and don't give a shit, like, about, oh, like, that person's gonna watch my video, like, I don't want them to see this, like, or just like feeling shameful because it's like, oh god, I don't want that person from, I don't know, who I knew years ago to watch my videos and be like, oh god, like, ew, like, what is she, like, she's a YouTuber now? She's a YouTuber? Like, no, you just can't. You have to let go of that, and I feel like YouTube and just posting and like has helped me so much, which is like not giving a fuck what other people think, like, genuinely, and just feeling so, and just like embracing the cringe and showing up authentically and being yourself. I think that we're reaching a point in the world now where people want to see more authentic people, they want to see more real people, they want to see more creative people who actually have things to say, which I think a lot of us artists do. We have a lot to say. I'm just excited to keep posting and to see where it takes me and to stay consistent. I also think it's like can be a fun challenge to yourself to like do something new. This is something that helps me a lot when I worry about what other people think. If you got that, think about that person that you're worried about seeing your videos. Are you really gonna live your life trying to get their validation? Like, what will pleasing that person or those people, what is that gonna do for you in your life? Caring about what these people, or about what maybe potential haters or people will think, like, what is that gonna do for you? So it's like, oh, they might think this is embarrassing, they might giggle at my video, or they might cringe at my video, so I'm not gonna post that, and I'm just gonna hide myself and suppress myself. What is that gonna do for your life in the long run? Are you gonna sit on your deathbed and think, oh wow, I'm really glad that I chose to center my life around what the other person thinks of me and what people could possibly think about me and what could possibly go wrong. Like, I'm glad I chose to just not do it. Like, are we really gonna think that? Or are we gonna be like, damn, like, I wish I actually did post myself and think, and I wish I was more authentic because now I'm gonna die and I didn't express myself the way I wanted to, you know? Like, and that's where it's like, you just have to have that perspective of, wow, we are going to sadly, or maybe not sadly, pass away one day in the very future, not now. And so we have to live by that mindset of, you only live once, so do it. And who literally cares what that person is going to say? How is that going to help you? How is your life going to drastically get better by caring about what that person thinks about you, and by clinging on to their validation? Do you even talk to them that much? Probably not. It's probably people you don't even talk to anymore. And you're like, you worry that they're gonna think you're cringy or weird for posting on YouTube. If they think that, they're kind of weird. Do you really want to be around that type of person? No, you don't. So that's my conclusion. I'm going to be using my YouTube to help me feel more confident in myself, embrace the cringe, embrace my art and my voice and my authenticity. I feel like I've said that so many times, authenticity. And I'm going to use YouTube to find that community of people who are like me and think like me, and maybe other artists. I want to find a community of other artists. I think there's just so many possibilities once you really embrace this new wave of promoting your art and this new wave of what the art world looks like. I think a lot of doors can open up for you. So post that video. I'm gonna post mine. I'm gonna post this one. Hope this inspired you in some way. Yeah.